Hi, it's Bruce. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. I know your time is valuable, and I hope that at the end you'll not consider it time wasted. Before it's over, I'm going to ask you for some favors. I hope you'll still think it worthwhile. I am pleased to announce that my new book, Shrink, will be released this Friday, March 28th, if the scheduling gods can hold it together. First, let me say that the favor is not that you buy the book. Instead, the first favor, and the easiest of them, is that you look at it. It's an e-book for now, although there is some discussion about print. It may be an e-book forever. But you can download a sample and look it over. Now let me tell you a little bit about what it is, why I wrote it. It's called Shrink, as I said. It's my story, nonfiction, but it's a story that's probably familiar to many of you. Those of you who have known me for a long time know that I was always skinny, although I really would have preferred svelte. And I stayed that way for a long time. For years, eating anything, everything. For years, I even hoped to gain a little bit. And then, the years go by, the pounds pile on. You look in the mirror one day and you say, who the hell is that? Like so many of us, I tried this and I tried that. I ate less, then I cut down on fat. I tried exercise. I tried diet and exercise. The diets either didn't work or they were very difficult to maintain. I tried and failed twice with Atkins and nothing worked. I reached 138% of what I weighed in my early 20s. I'm going to show you a picture, and believe me, I hate this picture. For about 7 years, I performed my one-man show, Dinner with the Rat Pack and More. This picture is a still frame from some video footage of the show in mid-February 2011. That's me at my 138% round person self. Then around Labor Day that same year, I fundamentally changed the way I ate. I learned some things, so I ate differently, and a few months later, before the end of January 2012, I was back to being svelte. Here's a picture from the February 2012 show at the same place. I lost over 40 pounds in just under 5 months. Now that's, at least a little bit remarkable. But here's the thing. After all those failures, this time it was easy. Because it's easy, I'm still eating the same way and the pounds remain off 2 years later. Let me show you something. I have here a jacket that I would have worn at my 138% self. It is huge. I have another jacket here. This is actually a tux jacket. And this one I wore in my 20s. Yes, I still have it. Take a look. Look at that. What do you think? Huh? But why do I still have it? Halloween. I eat all I want. I never leave the table hungry. Now, I'm not a scientist, you know that. I'm an entertainer. I'm a musician. But I have been a broadcast news director on radio and television, so I can tell a story. Story? Entertainer? I'm a raconteur. I make no claim of discovery. I fully credit my longtime dear friend, Dr. Mike Kosinski, whom some of you know. He guided me and led me to information that led me to more information, and through it all he'd answer my questions as to what this was and what that was, and I've reached the point I actually have some understanding of how and why this works. Look, if you read the paper or watch the news, you know we have an obesity epidemic. If you don't watch or read the news, just go outside. Go anywhere. Look around. Here's the point. What we're most often told about losing weight, what they most often tell us to do, clearly isn't working. And this does work. Not that this information is an undiscovered secret. As I said, I found it, it's out there. But inasmuch as we're losing this battle of the bulge, the inescapable conclusion is it has not yet been found by enough people. This is my attempt to help spread the word. It's my story, how the pounds piled on. How I failed and failed and failed and failed, and then what I learned and what I did that resulted in what I think you have to call a dramatic change. and I iterate, it was astonishingly easy. The book becomes available for sale Friday. It's $3.49. On Friday you can pick it up on Amazon and probably Apple iBooks by then. Barnes & Noble, I know they have it, Kobo.com, Smashwords.com. There are smaller e-tailers. Diesel is one. They'll all get it eventually. It may take a little longer for some of them. Oh, it's also going to be available to the subscription services like Oyster and Scribd. So, back to the favors. Well, the first one I mentioned, simply look it over. Yeah, sure, if you like it, if you think it makes sense for you, get it. But don't get it as a favor. The second favor is actually the most important one. Whether you have need or interest or not, since we do live in an obesity epidemic, chances are you know someone who struggles to shed some weight. So the second favor is simply to share it with as many people as you possibly can. Yeah, use Facebook, use Twitter. If you got a blog, use a blog. Use email. Talk to people in person. This video is also on YouTube, so with those with whom you correspond who are not on Facebook, ask them to search YouTube for Bruce Shrinkbook. Share it with as many people as you can. Talk it up at work. Then the third favor. Geez, this guy wants everything. Well, the third favor is very simple. Just ask them to share it as widely as they can. You know, the thing is, people will see it, some will get it. If they put it into practice, they're going to like the results. They're going to lose weight, and then they're going to share it. And as the king of Siam said, etc., etc., etc. Oh, and if you don't have a tablet or a smartphone or an e-reader, you can download it to read on your computer. And if you have any trouble finding the right platform for your computer, let me know. You can write me, and I'll help you as best I can, but you can write me at bruceshrink@yahoo.com. So that's it. The book is Shrink! How I Easily Lost 40 plus pounds in 5 months and Kept it Off. You can too. You don't have to use any of the subtitle in your search, just use Shrink. And you can. And I thank you for your time.
Take the highway, take the byway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66.